What's up guys, Rose Scrubs here, coming out with a long overdue Lightsworn deck profile. We did well at our sneak peek with this deck, so I'm just going to profile it to you. It's nothing great, it's not amazing by any standards. It is fun though, so we're going to just play it. It's a simple Chaos plus Thunder kind of build.
Why'd you do that?
3 Raiden.
Why not?
We're not changing this.
It's a good card.
It's right.
Oh, is it? No.
2 Lumina and 3 Wolf. This is actually all the Lightsworns we play, because otherwise it's going to brick with some of the other engine pieces we're playing. Wolf is just great because obviously if you mill it, you have Curious and other things, and it's just a free extender. The Lightsworn package isn't actually used to end on any other negate other than FA Dawn Dragster, because you can make a synchro for 7. And that's generally what you do, because you can use Legionnaire to bring back Lumina and Lumina grabs back Raiden. But yeah, that's it for your starter combos for that. I did play 2 damage Juggler because we have it. It's really neat to be able to have that in mill. It's just a free card. This is a free extender, another name for Saryuja, so we definitely want to play that. And the same thing with your Clown, you can discard it. You're not playing Dangers. You can play Dangers. I've seen lists that do play Danger Lightsworns, and that's like neat. The list on YGO Pro specifically designed it to go second, which was kind of interesting. But I wanted to be able to go first, and I really wanted to try and pump out a strong board because like Lightsworn still wanted to initially go first and kind of control out the game with snow and things like that. But I am happy this card came back to 2. It should be at 3. Hopefully we can maybe get snow back at some point, but we'll see. Then for the Dragon Engine, we play 1 Dark Worm, 2 Distrudo, 3 Legionnaire, and we have some more. We play a lot of dragons. Then we play our 1 of each Wyvern Burster, Defrag, and Omni Brotar. Okay, so this card's insane. This is the whole reason the deck even works. Actually nuts. Like, you know, in Lightsworns especially because you just put cards in the graveyard so freely that it's just amazing. It becomes a monster reborn, which a lot of people forget about that fact, and it actually helps out a lot. Dark Worm is just a free another dragon extender. You need the dragon to get into your guard dragon plays. And you can obviously drag your Shrine for this, and then it's just a free level 4. It also can make Minerva if you need be. 2 Distrudo. I would play 1 of this and actually 2 Defrag, because Defrag's better because it can get like the damage juggler and stuff out of your hand to search, or put a Lightsworn in graveyard so Lumina is live as your normal summon. So I'd play 2 Defrag over 2 Distrudo, but I just had 2 Distrudo. I couldn't find a second Defrag for this, so play that. Brotor is actually amazing. You could actually even bump this up to 2, because in graveyard, if a monster dies, you can bring it back, and it can target itself, and you just always search Legionnaire almost always. And then obviously Wyvern Burst was explanatory. There were 1 each, so that's fine. Next up, Chaos Betrayer. This is actually one of my favorite cards in the deck. Unfortunately, I only have the space for 1 of it because it can brick in your hand if you open multiples you don't want to do. If you don't know what it does, it's Chaos Sorcerer from graveyard, but when you summon it, upon summon, it banishes a monster out of your opponent's graveyard. But this card's great, especially because it's Foolish Burial off of Curious, and it gets your Thunder Dragon cards going as well, because the next engine I play in the deck is the Thunder Dragon. So essentially, like, we've swapped all the Dangers and Crusadias out for Lightsworns and other things and made it less consistent, but more fun. 2 Battery Man Solar, 2 Hawk, 2 Dark, 2 Aurora, and the 1 Dragon Dark. These are the best ones. You don't plan on playing normal Thunder Dragon because, like I said, it's not about getting hand advantage. You're not using any of the Dangers. These are the ones you want to mill. I've even just used this just to reshuffle my hand because I opened too many wolves. And sometimes not even that. This card's actually great too, even in your hand, because if you mill another Thunder Dragon, you can like grab yourself back, and it has like some interesting synergies as well. And Solar is obviously great. I didn't want to play 3 because I am playing Raiden, so I do want to like use your normal summon generally for one of the Lightsworn cards instead. But yeah, that's essentially it for the monster lineup. Then for the spells, we do play 3 Charge, 3 Recharge, and then I played 1 Foolish, 1 Dragon Shrine, 1 Reborn.
That's a super card. That's a super.
It is, yes. Thank you, Dang, for pointing out it's a super.
That's a common.
It's funny, I traded my secret, which is the funny part. But yeah.
You point out that, but not the CP Luminous?
He points out that, but not the CP Luminous or the Ulti Recharges.
I didn't saw that.
Bling doesn't matter, guys. Either way, I did have fun with this deck. I think it's pretty interesting. We'll get right into the extra deck. Is very similar to Danger Thunder. You're going to play 2 Saryuja because you do have your Guard Dragon plays. You keep you up, everything like that. You have your Triple Burst and your Axial. Everything here is standard. Nothing really to explain there. We play our Lamphalinkus. You can technically play the Psyframe Link, I guess, because that one's just better, just bigger. So yeah, instead of this now, that we have another light Link too. And then Curious. Curious is obviously a necessity. There's so many combos that start off when you can make a Curious. You do have to like, you know, open pretty well though. But yeah, it's well worth it too because it can bait hand traps. And sometimes instead of going to Saryuja, you just might want this because you'll have your 2 Guard Dragon plays anyway. If you have the extra extender, that is, instead of Lamphalinkus. We play Hope Harbinger because you can overlay the 2 level 8s, and we play 1 Minerva. This card actually does bait out a lot of hand traps. You can generally like make them forced to use your Ash, and then you just have extenders, and you'll link it away anyway. So it's pretty interesting as well. And if you don't want to play with the Minerva though, and you don't want to call it a Lightsworn deck, you could play Nightmare Phoenix. So essentially do the same thing. Because this card's literally just trying to bait out whatever trap card your opponent has or hand trap. And Nightmare Phoenix is essentially going to do the same thing because you're trying to pop the background. But otherwise, you just use this to suicide into the battle phase or whatever. Hot Red, summon off Guard Dragons. And FA Dom Dragster. This is the other negate you end on just because of the fact you have Destrudo. So especially with like Chaos Berater or whatever. If you can Foolish Burial this with like the Curious, and then you have like a Destrudo off a Dragon Shine or anything else, this will make yours level 7 and just gives you another negate on top of it. Because you have like very loose negates, and this deck obviously plays to what you mill and not like, you know, standard 1-2 card combo. It generally is based on what you have, etc. And then 2 Colossus because we don't need more. 2 is perfect. It's a good number.
2 ultras, 2 ultras.
Thank you, Dang. You're so useful. Next up for the side deck. Exactly.
Wow.
2 Prankertops. We don't even have secrets. 2 Danko. 3 Lancia. Pretty
Common
standard
Lancia
stuff.
too.
Yep.
I know, right? All comments.
Triple Twin Twister because Mystic Mine will fuck your day up. You will lose instantly if you play against Mystic Mine. Sorry, guys. And then 2 Red. Yeah, so that's the deck. I owed you guys this Lightsworn profile for quite some time. I played some testing with this. I thought it was fun. It worked out well. So yeah, Bro Script out.